everyone, you might be able to tell we are going to go outside and do a little garden stroll because I'm all geared up. But first, I want to show you, well, I want to show you this. Can you see? Let me turn the camera around so you can see this. It's not the best lighting because it's so bright out right now. But these are my little bud vases that I got from Robinson Fired Home, Matt Robinson, this amazing potter who I discovered last year because he sent me his calendar. And ever since then, I've been obsessed with his work. It's so good. And he sent me a calendar, and then he had a sale. There's still some stuff left, but I scoped out that sale and shopped right away. All of this is, well, probably for me. I think I'm keeping all of these. So yes, I did Christmas shopping for myself, but they're so cute. I just put a little eucalyptus in them because I happen to have some because I'm going to do some interior holidaying today. But anyway, I don't know. I thought I'd show you those. Okay, let me show you something else. All right, well, the good news is that it is now 7 degrees warmer than it was when I first woke up this morning. So it's warming up. Here's the bad news. Yeah, it's still 2 degrees outside. Don't think I'm a bad dog owner. He wanted to go out there, and now he would like me to go outside with him, which I'm about to do. But we did get a little bit of viewer mail for the postcard project. This is from Mike in Zone 6A. I've been following you for a few years now and finally got around to sending in a few postcards from one of our local parks. This is Allerton Park, located just a few hours south of you in Monticello, Illinois. It was originally owned by Robert Allerton and was donated to the University of Illinois in 1946. They have formal gardens here, and you can even spend the night at the mansion. If you ever make your way down here, I cannot recommend this place enough. It's nothing huge, but it's beautiful to walk through, and the peony garden in the spring is a sight to see. You've given me tons of inspiration over the years, and I always look forward to the Sunday stroll videos. Well, great, because that's where you are, Mike. Thank you for sending that. How have I not heard of this place? Mike, how have I not heard of that? I'm wondering if my mic is okay. Speaking of mics, Mike, this is Mike with a K-E, and that's Mike with a C. Okay. I am, oh gosh, Marty, hang on. Aurora, some people have been asking me about my heated jacket. It's the only one I've ever had, but I like it. And it's a brand that is the main brand that's sold on Amazon, so I don't know if it's like an Amazon brand. So I had this was a jacket, this was a gift last year from Mr. Much More Patient. I've already gotten one of my Christmas gifts for this year from him, which is heated gloves, which the jury's kind of out on these. You have to have a big battery pack down here, but honestly, it's the only way to function in this weather at all. And these are supposed to be glove liners, but they're too big for me to fit in any of my mittens, so they kind of have to function as gloves. All right, that was amazing, Mike. Thank you for letting me know about Allerton Gardens. I would like to stay on the premises. I love waking up in great gardens. I think that'd be fabulous. Okay, here is our mission today. This is why we're going to be insane and go outside. Little garden stroll. But in addition to that, like I said, I'm doing a little bit of decorating inside finally. I do these things late. And I want to forage a few things from the garden. I want to look for some interesting branches or something and see what I can bring in from the garden because I don't want to go buy any more stuff. So I'm going to go outside. I mean, I know I have hydrangeas out there, but in addition to that, I want to go see what else I can find in the garden that I might be able to cut and incorporate into the decor here. So let's go join Darwin outside. Hello, sir. Oh, I did not mention, welcome to the mostly weekly casual garden stroll. These are unedited videos that just it's just me blabbing about stuff that's happening in the garden. And it's really stinking windy out here, so I just want to make sure I'm not going to get wind in the mic. Hold on, let me fix my mic. You can look at my stairs that I need to paint in the meantime. All right, zip her up a little bit here. I think we're going to go hood, too. Hood plus hat. Okay. All right. By the way, I did put a video up this week. I know it's been a little nuts with the videos, you guys. Whatever. We'll talk about that some other time. But I wanted to show you the winter containers If you want to know more about any of them, it's all, I go through the whole thing in that video. Here is this guy, the gardenias in the back are still looking good. I don't think they'll overwinter. In fact, I'm pretty positive they won't. They won't be hardy here, but I did just stick some greens in the front. I moved the curly willow planters over here, stuck some greens in there. I might actually still stick some lights in there, but it's too cold to do anything outside. Window box you can barely see because it's so bright out here. Holy mackerel, it's windy and cold. And then this guy, which is fabulous. Well, I think it is anyway. Anyway, if you want to know more about those, watch that video. It's up on the channel, should be the one before this one. Now, let's go stroll around the garden and see. My teeth actually hurt. Let's see what we can find that might be interesting. Like I said, we know we have hydrangeas. I would not necessarily go for these. I've got better looking ones, I think. There's some sedum. What's not called sedum anymore, but we all know it as sedum. They could do that. I don't think that's that exciting. I think it's safe to say that the Navajo Princess Mangave that I left behind is fully toast. The Amsonia is still looking really pretty, but I wonder how, actually that's not bad. That could be kind of, oh, see, it's gonna fall apart though. Otherwise I'd bring that in, but that's gonna fall apart as soon as I bring it in, because that's kind of pretty. This is some Nepeta subsessilis. I think we can do better than that. This is kind of pretty. These little guys, that's the Phlomis tuberosa. And there are a lot of alliums around. This is just millennium. Those, maybe. I'm not collecting anything while I'm out here. That's something that I'm gonna have to gear up for. Good snow crunches today. The bad news is there's still rabbit prints. The good news is the other day there were also fox prints. So, So we've got lots of limelight hydrangea stems up there that I could use. I don't want to fill it up a ton, but I think a little bit of that in. Here's some better sedum. This is Autumn Joy actually. Those would be better if I want to bring some of those in. And I think this Quickfire over here, if I'm going to cut anything, I think I'd bring those in. See that my brother is calling me on the other line. He's not going to get answered right now because it's too stinking cold. And I know he's calling me to talk about advice for Christmas gifts. Okay, we might have to go out to the outer reaches here a little bit because I don't know. By the way, we'll talk about this some more, but I did, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about removing this willow right here. I found a replacement for that. And so this just occurred, but this half, kind of from the ginkgo over, not including the limelights, this half of this garden is going to get a little bit of a refresh next year. And I have to decide if that blue globe spruce is going to stay or not. We'll see. Okay. Oh, now these would be good. This is Agastache. That would be good. I think those little flowers would be great. Okay, that's a really good option. Look at how icy our driveway is. It's so cold that ice doesn't melt anything. Fortunately, it's going to warm up. Towards the end of the week, we're going to actually get up into like 40. Thank God. So it's not going to last super long, but it makes it pretty much impossible to, I mean, you can't get anything to melt. It's quite treacherous. My new lights have, some delivery driver hit that one. That was great. Thanks so much. And of course it's frozen in there now, so now it's going to be at an angle for all winter. Holy smokes. This is Joe Pye weed. I don't know if that would hold inside. Pycnanthemum muticum. This actually might look really good. You know, I'd strip the leaves off and we just have the little clusters. That could be nice. I'm not really into spray painting things. I mean, so we're kind of with the gray brown color. I don't really love spray painting stuff to bring inside. And some people like that, and I think it's great for some people. I don't know if I can do that. You know, I just saw some Baptisia there that didn't form good seed heads, but we do have some around. Look at my little winter sun pine here. He looks so cute in there. He should turn like bright yellow as we go through. Oh my God, I'm cutting through the garden in tennis shoes. What else could we find? More alliums. Oh, there's, you know, I can always bring in some more of these allium heads. Boy, the light is really something. It's very blue here today. Oh, that tree branch was aggressively low. The heck? Well, I don't know that this is something to bring in, but I've never really thought about toad lilies being a winter interest, but I'd say they're providing some because look at them just kind of glowing in the light, sort of golden. It's quite pretty. I don't know if there's anything here. What I really would like is, I gotta find some branches, like actual branches to cut off of trees. So I can get a little bit of like woody bits in there. And you know, something that covered in lichen would be great, but I don't know what that would be. I don't necessarily see it over here, unless there's something to cut off this old crab apple here. There's my little Monty blue spruce. You know, some of these branches have some interest on it. Those might be kind of cool. Worked into like a wreath or a mantle, and there is some lichen on there. That's kind of a good option, actually, for a little bit of texture. Not a lot of talking today. As you might imagine, my lips are falling off. Watch yourself on the bridge, dude. I don't really want to cut off of this crab apple, I don't think. This tree, I don't know what this tree is, and I don't think it should stay because it's got terrible structure and it's really complicating life for this spruce here. I think it should come out while it's small enough to. This is kind of pretty. We could definitely cut some branches from here. That might be kind of nice. Okay, that'd be a good one too. Good, that's great. I actually need to do some pruning on this ginkgo, so I could do that, but those branches don't have a lot of interest in them to me. I can certainly steal some greens off of the Spring Grove arborvitae over here if I needed to. Let's just take a peek at that. Oh, and you know what I've brought in before in the past, which is kind of interesting in the right situation, is these ostrich fern. These I think are the fertile fronds left over. Those are kind of interesting, and those hold together well. Oh, look at the deer have pulled down this whole branch. Look at this. Oh, they're so destructive. So this is, look, can you see they just broke that whole, let me get up there. They broke that whole branch off. I'm sure jumping on it and trying to get up there. Hey, excuse me, sir. Darwin. I don't even know what he's barking at. Look at the lake. Can you see the lake through there? We do get a beautiful view of the lake. There's what we call sea smoke. I don't know if you're not. Let me see if I can zoom you in. You can kind of see the sea smoke. Darwin, what are you barking at? Dar, stop. So sea smoke happens when I have to put my glove back on. Hey, come on. Come on. Sea smoke happens when the water is warmer than the air, which it certainly is today. I mean, Lake Michigan is probably 39 degrees, I bet, 35 degrees, certainly well over freezing right now. So it's 30 degrees warmer at least than the temperature. Hey, Dar, come on. Well, I feel like, oh, here, this was the Baptisia I was thinking about. Over here, let's see if there's any, because sometimes the little pods hang on there. I don't see a lot of that on this, though. I just see leaves. Well, that's a shame. I don't see that there's any flowers left, really. Oh, what a bummer. Well, so much for that idea. I gotta say, I feel like it's a little bit slim pickings here. Okay, so we've got hydrangeas, we've got some branches, the Pygmanthum muticum, the Agastache. Oh, we could do some viburnums. See if I can get over there without falling on my ass. My butt, sorry. So these are beautiful, but I don't want to bring berries in the house because they will just fall off or be knocked off by the cats, and then they will get smushed into my floor. So I don't really want that. And let's just check. Plus the birds need those more than I do. Let's just check. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. What is that? Why can I not figure out what this is? No, that's the Fothergilla. Oh, this is, hello. This is the Bluebeard. That's quite pretty on the top there. And then let's just move down here and see if there's anything to be said for, oh, there's really nothing left of the Clethra. All right. And I could always get a few interesting branches off of, oh boy, you can't see that at all, off of the pagoda dogwood, but I would only want to prune the stuff that needs to get pruned anyway. Well, there's that. And I think my mom, has some yellow twig dogwood that I could go harvest from if I need to. So there we go. All right, well, that was my little foraging expedition today. I'm going to go inside and warm up. Oh gosh, hello. There we go. I'm going to go inside and warm up a little bit and then gear up, and I will come back out once I know what I need. Like, I don't know exactly what I need. I think I'll just start kind of building out the mantle and the wreath. Such a good look. Mantle and the wreath, and then come out and get what I need for that, so that I'm not cutting stuff that I don't need, because I'd rather have it in the garden if it's not going to be in my house. All right, guys. Quick and painful. Have a great day in your garden, everybody. Thanks for watching. Check out the winter container video if you haven't already. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye. Hey, everyone. Just a quick note. I meant to talk about this in the video, but apparently my brain was frozen. I am working on putting together, possibly, if I can get this organized, a little live Christmas party for next week, where maybe I invite some garden friends and we just have a good old time. So keep an eye out on the community tab for that information on when that might be. I would aim on having that on either Friday or Saturday, like evening probably. So keep an eye out on the community tab on YouTube, and of course I'll announce it on Instagram as well, just in case you want to join for that. If I can make it come together, I think it'd be a good time. So I hope to see you there. Keep an eye out for that if I can make that happen. Thanks so much.